Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor, here with my father.
My name is Kevin.
Yes, that is your name. You said it not correctly, but that's not how we do the...
I can say it again, just stop ready. Kevin.
Okay, yeah, that works. And today we are covering a artist that is... They've been around the channel, I guess, for a bit in terms of, like, I've had their record up here and there in the background. For those of you that watch all the time, you've probably seen it a few times here and there, or in, like, Instagram videos and stuff, and it's around the house. An artist that I really enjoyed around, I found them early on in their career, probably around 2016, and I've just been casually listening to them, you know, as the years progress. But in more like recent times, I've found myself listening to them a lot. Their newer music, and there's a big debate, you know, of people liking their older stuff and their newer stuff. I'm a huge fan of their newer stuff, and I've told you many times about one of the members of the group goes by the name of Scrim. I've told you lots about how he's one of my favorite producers, favorite, you know, modern producers.
I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
He is one of my favorite producers, one of my honestly favorite just artists in general. Like, I love everything about the dude. He went through some tough shit, you know, drug addiction, and he talks about it a lot in his music, and you can hear it in his production. Just a really cool guy all around. And then the other member of this group, Ruby, he's also fantastic, a really good rapper, and I'm excited to cover this record. This is Suicide Boys. You don't know what record we're doing, but
do I know? I know the cover. The green,
yeah, you've seen the cover.
Green cover.
Yeah, we've seen the cover. The Suicide Boys are known for having long ass titles for their songs and some of their records.
Yeah.
We recently did a interview with an artist. We are starting our interview series again that we tried, and I think this time we have a little more. I think we're approaching it in a better way. Excited for you guys to see it. But one of the conversations we had was just talking about Suicide Boys and their cult-like following
yep.
and how big they are without, you know, being on the charts, without, you know, having radio songs
yep.
and doing, you know, going to like winning Grammys or anything like that. It's just crazy how big of a following they have. And it's like this very niche following that people are just diehard fans for. And I think that's like the best thing you can imagine, or best
yeah.
thing you can hope for as a musician, I'd say.
Oh, for sure, man.
Track number 1, Genesis.
You know, they say that money is the root of all evil. No wonder I love it so much.
Sold my soul till the grave became a household name. I claim my grave to change my name. I'm out the game. I don't play to win. I don't play it all to win by default. Came into this world as an accident, blazing trails just to get a whiff of that black sand. But nothing to push the best got in an accident. I'ma have to get my core rap again.
Great harmonies, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to live it up before the curtain fall. White knuckle grip, holding up my grade cabal. Any questions, give one of my managers a call.
And then Scrim comes up next here.
So this is Odd Enough the Snow Leopard.
Yeah. One of his many names.
Productions is really cool with all the harmonies and double vocals.
Yeah.
I love that laugh. Very, very chill.
Yeah, you'll notice some songs are chill, some less chill, but they're all pretty short. The record is short; it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
and that's the two of them there going back and forth.
Yeah,
right?
so every track has the two of them.
Yeah. So odd enough, the Snow Leopard is
That's Ruby.
That's Ruby, and then we had somebody else here. We had Little Apache.
Yeah, that's Scrim.
Scrim. Okay,
Yeah, so they'll have different names, but you'll catch
I just got to catch on to their voices.
their voices.
then.
You'll get it as we progress.
Chill production. I like it. I really like that the use right away off the bat. They started right away as soon as it hit you with some serious harmonies,
Yeah, that's one of their
vocal layers.
Yeah, one of their strong suits is doing these vocal harmonies.
Yeah,
on
is it?
tracks.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
Track number 2, Matte Black.
You did good, son.
Nice.
I can think like in my yoga pants, fucking that bitch in a yoga stance, swinging that K with an open stance, slow to smoking that OPX. Neck, black, smoking packs, panic attacks, back to back, set next on my left debate. Should I relax, but there's two numbers being
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's the money right there. Listen.
bitch by my side, so keep pull up in a quarter million solid. I don't give down to young Jesus with them 40 wheels on walkie, drive on water. Told me when I'm spitting game, show me how that pussy shave. Joseph's comment with my shame, mama crying for my pain. Will they ever understand? Can I even know my name till there's nothing left?
Love that melody.
Yeah.
Chopper stay on me, don't need no hands. Prefer to be lonely, don't need no friends. Hope we do fucking, I don't get fans. Maybe I'm the next life, I'll come back as a nice bell.
They have a really. I know I've said it, but they have a really nice even mix.
Yes. Like those parts there.
Violent. Yeah. That's a good line.
Make sure it's still with all the people we sample till they say it ain't my taste, it ain't my taste. Shawty wanna marry me, I said you better off than dead. If it didn't work out, baby, I'll be real hard to forget. Drink up insanity, I can't make up my mind. Yeah, I battle my vanity and I fake I'm blind.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, and it's so chill. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I bumped this record in the summer a
Yeah.
lot, driving around.
Yeah.
I love this part here. What? Like a little bit of Scrim's mixing.
Yeah,
Coming full circle.
That was my favorite so far. It was so catchy, man. Really easy to follow these. It was Young Christ, and then it was what was the other name? Romeo, the Black Rose.
Yeah, so they go by different names
I
on
know,
each
I
track.
love that.
It just they reinvent themselves with different names, and I love it. It's like it's just funny as hell, and it's cool.
And you know what's cool about it? Like I've always said you could hide behind personas, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
You could be whoever you want.
Each character that could be rapping from a different perspective.
Yeah,
and
it's
it could
all-
be all different kinds of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Kind of like J. Cole with his Kill Edward thing we did recently.
Yes.
That was him. Kill Edward was his stepfather, I think.
Yes, yeah.
So Kill Edward was kind of like a persona of like this darker version of himself.
yeah.
I love when artists get creative like that. But that track to me was like the highlight of what was it, 2022? So my 2022 summer, I just had that blasting when I was driving around because it was just it's perfectly mixed, so catchy, the harmonies
Are great, yeah.
everything is just so chill about it. Track 3, Fucking Your Culture.
My dick threw her back out. I'm going to say, do you hear it? But you've
The underlick thing.
yes, it's that haunting thing,
Yeah.
eh?
I love
Ruby.
now.
Fuck, that goes hard, eh?
Yeah, I think Ruby had the better verse on there. Some fucking hilarious bars. But that bass line, Scrim's bass line, is really cool with that synth bass.
Yeah. I love the creepy thing, man.
Yeah.
Wait for a beep, dial 59 and hit the pound.
Yeah. No, trying to catch up with the lyrics is one thing, right?
Yeah, pussy smell like salmon. Or
Yeah,
something.
gripping my genitals, North Side General, pulling up in that Benz, and everything went very, very fast in that song. But the flow was badass.
Yeah,
But
this shit's fun to listen to. It
really,
is.
really fun to listen to. And again, you know what? When I hear, usually in hip hop, I don't hear the harmonies like I'm hearing right here. Like I usually
solo harmonies.
Well, I usually hear in unison. So we go, big booty. You and I, right now, ready? Big booty or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But you don't hear that layers.
Yeah,
They're really layering it up, which makes it really cool, right?
And it's the same vocalist doing it, which is cool as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You know, it's not like having the feature do harmonies with you. It's the same vocalist doing these harmonies throughout.
Yeah, it's
the whole
really, really, really
thing.
good. It enhances the song so much, right?
Track number 4, 1000 Blunts.
Now we have Anthony Mars. Yes, this is great.
Yeah. Like, this shit's so fucking cool and unique.
Yeah. That's fucking badass there. That's just, I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this right here.
Yeah, see, the great thing about them is the chemistry.
Yeah.
As much as I love solo Scrim,
That was great.
they've
That was
got
great.
undeniable chemistry together. And when Scrim came in, that first verse, I liked it.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, I liked his lines about, for basically for feeding his family and getting, where they're at.
Yeah.
They just for that, they should give him a Grammy.
Yeah.
Because, they haven't won any awards for anything, but they've made it to the top,
Yeah.
basically. I love those lines, but you could kind of feel it just kind of dragging along. And then Ruby comes in with those vocals, and it's just
Yes. That was
incredible.
verse 2, right?
Yeah, that was Ruby with his iconic vocal harmonies.
That was fantastic, man. That was the highlight for me, man. It was Norman Atomic.
That's right, it went by.
Yeah. Verse number 2, Norman Atomic.
Track 5, In Constant Sorrow. This is the Memphis style, this part.
With that kind
yeah.
of... Okay, yeah.
And this.
Fuck, love this.
Yeah.
I got the first back shivers. This fucking... Love the atmosphere. It's really. This is giving me shivers all over.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a great track.
Got little hairs. Look at it. They're coming up. Okay, that's my favorite now.
It keeps changing.
Yeah, but that was something else, man. I got shivers.
The
right?
sample's incredible. I love the sample flip that Scrim did, and then Ruby's coming in right away, just incredible. The mix on his vocals, everything, and then even Scrim's harmonies were fantastic on the second part.
That's my favorite in Constant Sorrow.
Like, I think of Ruby as the harmony guy, and Scrim is more of like the darker, really fast and good with his wordplay. But they both had fantastic harmonies on that track.
That was can I read about this? It says in Constant Sorrow was the 5th track of Sing Me a Lullaby, My Sweet Temptation. It's the album's most depressing song, and while Ruby talks about how he has achieved everything that he could ever dreamed of, how it does not matter anymore for him, how he feels insufficient, and how he's struggling with the name Suicide Boys in the line. One day, I'll be ready to gather my bones, dig me a hole, say goodbye as my 2 eyes start to close. But that day ain't even close. All of you leave me alone. Like that was, I tell you, the combination of the lyrics and the thing just gave me shivers. The production, they really put the two together so well.
Yeah. The thing I love about Suicide Boys is they are pretty, I don't know, they don't hold back in their lyrics when it comes to their mental health and their drug abuse and all issues that they've got going on in their life. Even more so on their earlier stuff, they were very open about it. Which I think is why so many people connect with them, to see somebody just be so raw about their emotions. And then it's another reason why I love Scrim's solo stuff, because I feel like he goes even in more depth, when he has on his solo projects, because he's got a lot of time to himself just to kind of
Well, what was the one we heard? You gave me a snippet of it off that album, and I forget it was the. But it was he was talking about he was deeply talking about his anxiety and stuff. It was
there was that one line, I forget if I showed you, it was where he puts his Xanax with his chamomile.
Yeah. That was the song.
That's the intro there, and then there's the other one where there's a few on that.
Yeah, but very, very, very personal and you know what I mean, and just lay it out on the table, right?
Yeah. Track 6, Escape from Babylon.
I thought that was Sampha for a minute.
Yeah, it sounds like him, right?
That sounds like a little video game sound, eh?
Yeah, there is a little bit of video game elements in this record.
Nice beat, hey?
Yeah. A sentimental lyric that's just very raunchy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think I can go and let it play into the next track, which is really short. Ashes of Luxury. It's only 1:20, so you can pull up that.
That was a beautiful track, by the way.
This is that Ashes of Luxury.
Yeah. That's that sound, eh? Oh. It's a computer.
No, play it. All these pills ain't no player. And it's sweet like an onion. You can smell it in the air. Yeah, I was never one to fit in. Why would I bring a kid in? I swear I fucked up and hard enough to just exist in. One less way to bow. Kill myself, I get a miserable.
This album is really chill overall.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. I love playing it front to back because it's so short and it's just like you know how we let that song transition to this?
Yeah.
Sober, but I
Yeah.
smoke up weed with about the buzz. On the game, my lungs stain, but on my brain, I can't focus. Suppressing my emotions, turn them into concrete. Let them sink to the bottom of the ocean. Hit the weed so I can go to sleep. I hate having dreams, always fucked up and I wake up trying to breathe.
No, I really enjoyed the first track too. Well, I'm glad we just played it straight into each other because they were both
So it's very short. But you know what I mean when I said like I'd listen to this record driving around summertime.
Just let it flow.
Yeah, just let it go front to back because it flows really well. It goes by so quick that I would listen to it usually 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I just keep it going.
Go and looping it?
Yeah, because it was, it's like 30 something minutes, like 32 minutes or something like
So
that.
you heard the line, whatchamacallit, like coming in pussy and hoping my girl has a mini-me.
Yes.
Quite a few times, right?
Multiple times.
Yeah.
And then I like how on this track he talks about like right away kind of answers he's saying how he couldn't imagine having a kid because it's hard enough for him in this world.
Yeah.
So, they're just putting their emotions out there over some really cool production. Track 8, Resistance is Useless.
On the meds, I go ride a scheme out on the mission. And the further said it, in my hood, I bring the fiction.
That what touch your tilly, I'm the junkie of the century. Chick, but like they can't be sick of the scarecrow that they flipping on that no side. With the fire,
Always take my own, but the
I love that.
Yeah.
see this tattoo on my head, the fuck you resuscitate me for. Scoping out with that beam, touch your head like I'm a prophet. Slightly nodding off that paper from me bone, I get it poppin'.
Bites of it on my bitch look like Marie Antoinette. Every time she give me head, it's like my dick was a threat. Train me with the shotgun, I ain't name that shit. Fuck your Spotify playlist, TikTok trends, y'all lame ass shit. Got any last words of it, they taste like clit.
I love the half singing.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Just about everything was slick. Still in a 7, ain't nothing has changed. Still wearing a defense at that grade. Stuff off the face of the pressure and pain. All of them changes I come up on my
Those haunting chords, I love that.
Very,
Easily.
yeah, something horrible's going to happen.
Hey, Audie, this is I got the text message this morning, the Zoom room, and if you don't seem to have it, just text your cousin. He can send it to you. Thank you.
I wonder what was that?
These are just little pieces at the end of certain songs. It hasn't been every song, but it's kind of tying messages together throughout the record.
Yeah, the way they bleeped out to who the Zoom was with, that was interesting, right?
Yeah, I think it's probably for privacy reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be music related.
Yeah.
Could be, I don't know. Could be anything. Could be therapist related.
Oh,
Could-
yeah.
That's what I always think about when I hear
Oh, that's true.
Zoom
Yeah,
stuff, so I'm not sure. Track 9, Eulogy. Cool sample that they were able to get their hands on. A Biggie sample.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if you'll know this song or not, but you'll hear Biggie's voice. So
Is it gonna be
here
Biggie?
we go. Track 9, Eulogy.
When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell.
You don't know this song?
No, but I love Biggie's.
Yeah.
When I
3 a.m. drinking with this pistol on my lap. 6 medications, guess there ain't no fixing that. Cold fucking word. Tell me what's the word. Only time I speak my heart is when the message come out slurred.
when I die,
Woe is me, I know you get the picture. This type of pain.
Great.
You 7
That
figures.
sample?
Yeah, Biggie in the back.
Yeah.
Predict this shit is scripture, and for what I got, there's no elixirs. Feel like I'm not enough. Find myself playing my day like Tony Boy and Shia LaBeouf. When I die, just
That ring is cool.
Yeah.
It signifies like the loop, right?
carry on. Couple coops, lot of zeros, and a couple homes. None of it did shit for me. Cocked a pistol, and now I'm
Ay, head in the clouds, it looked like it might rain again. Always holding back tears, it's how I managed to pay the never lasts. It never lasts.
Great line.
When I'm years ago, big pharma should've just cashed me out. All they see is what they wanna see. Gotta be the wanna be. I don't wanna be your misery. Except
I love the staccato.
Yeah.
Hey.
I wanna see how hard I beat. I'm a proud person and take pride in my verse. Fuck your whole opinion, I don't care if it worsens. I rule my reputation and make sure it's on purpose. Couple coops, lot of zeros in a couple homes. None of it, this shit for me, cock the pistol and now I'm down.
This song goes hard.
Yeah.
Really great lyrics.
Yeah, really just talking about how all the shit that they've gotten,
Yeah.
fame and success, money, it's hasn't completely solved their issues.
Exactly, yeah.
The good news is I do believe Scrim is clean now. I think he's been clean for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting to a lot of people in this world like this, fill the black hole in my chest with sex and drugs, but it never lasts. It never lasts. You always try to fill these things that are missing. Whatever is missing in your life is you try to self-medicate and try to fill it with something else, right? And if there's, I was watching Danny Brown's, I don't know who, his podcast the other day, and I don't know who the guy was. He's got a cut off haircut like this, and anyways, he was talking about. He said, as an addict and filling holes with things is like his addiction's gone from here, but now his addiction is like working 18-hour days. So he's just moved it from drugs and stuff to
something else.
just the grind.
Yeah.
So it's like he goes, I'll always be an addict, but I have to move.
At least it's at least what he's doing just has a lesser chance of killing him.
Yes, yeah.
I guess you can look at it
that way. Yeah. But he has moved it, and so like just like him talking about filling holes with sex and drugs and stuff like that. It just you still have that hole. It's and it's harder and harder to fill because you know what I mean. It's until you rectify that thing that's happening in your life, you're gonna just keep fucking trying to cover it up with anything, right?
I have a question for you, and it's more of just an observation that I've made, and I just want to see what you have to say about it. With obviously struggles of people dealing with depression, mental health issues. You've dealt with them your entire life. I've dealt with them my life, and music is one thing that people kind of go to a lot to try to give some like instead of self-medicating with drugs and alcohol and other harmful things, people will go to music, and music can be helpful in times. Do you think it was harder when you were growing up, just because there were songs out there that were more, artists were being open.
Yeah.
But not to this degree of like you could see why younger people, say in their teens and early 20s, will go to a Suicide Boys or a Kid Cudi or a Mac Miller because how open they are about the things. Do you think it was harder when you were younger? Because I'm trying to think of stuff like, you could sit down and listen to something that Roger Waters wrote, but I feel like it's not like you'd have to think really hard to get it to connect to you.
You know what? Yeah, you could listen to exactly. You know what? It was harder to extrapolate and feel a connection to the lyrics because especially what I was listening to, I was listening to more, like I have my playlist out. I was listening to more of the happier stuff when I was in happier times. Actually, it's not, if you listen to the playlist, it wasn't really happy stuff. I never listened to really like jovial stuff, right?
Yeah.
I always went to the sadder stuff
tempo.
and Misery Loves Company type of stuff, right? But like if you were like Needle and the Damage Done and there wasn't, what I would do is, it's funny that you bring this up, is that because what I would do is I would make those lyrics of songs, and I would take them and interpret them to the way I always think of. Some guys have all the luck, Rod Stewart, and I used to cry to that song, and it's something. It's about a guy seeing another guy with a girl, right. But when I heard those lyrics, some guys have all the luck, some guys have all the pain, some guys get all the breaks, some guys do nothing but complain and all that, right? And I was sitting at home and with derealization, and I was just like, and I'd listen to that song, and it was like I was sort of screaming out, saying like in my head, I was going like, fuck, nobody knows what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some people are complaining right now about the smallest things, and I'm in a fucking world I don't even know, and holding it in and not. But if I had an artist that was talking about derealization and what happened from smoking a joint and having a family structure that was like a household that was crazy, and waking up, you know, with fucking nervous stomach as a young
Nausea
kid and
and,
throwing up and all that kind of stuff. I would have went to it, right?
Yeah.
But there really it wasn't.
It was harder because you really had to pick and choose lyrics from different parts of
Yeah,
songs.
and you had to just sort of pick and see, and you know what I mean. There's like, yeah, I mean, there were just there. It just wasn't there. And then so when I heard with, you know, you heard Cuddy, and then Cuddy's talking openly about things, it's just like I would have fucking probably just started crying. Back then it was just like, get fucking dude, man, just get the fuck out, go have 2 beers and shake it off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
I was sitting under a blanket, fucking sleeping bag covered like fucking like a shaking like a twig, and it's just like, just go outside, get some sun. Like, well, that doesn't really work that way. I don't know what the fuck's going on, right?
Anyway, we'll go next track. No matter which direction I'm going, I need.
I never chase the hose.
I never chase the hose. That's it.
I've been on this, using this Genius, and I've never seen that title so small. They could barely fit it.
Track 10. No matter which direction I'm going, I never. Is it chase?
Chase the hose.
Chase these
hose. Yes.
There we go. I like that line.
This is good, man. They shout out the label a lot, eh?
Yeah, well, it's their label.
Yeah. So it's
that's like their thing.
Yeah.
Grave 5 not into the grave, you know.
God, I love what's going on way back there.
You hear that? Yeah.
It sounds like Gregorian chants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are, yeah.
They are.
Yeah. The production is so good, so good.
Yeah, you know, if I were you, I'd give Scrim's solo record just a listen. We're not going to do it on the channel, but like just skim through some of the stuff for the production.
Skim through?
Yeah, skim through Scrim. No, if you're loving the production on this record, I'd give his record, the solo record, the new one or his debut.
Yeah.
Just some, you know, go through some tracks on your own, because I don't think we'll do them on the channel, but like you would definitely enjoy the production on that. Anyway, this next track is titled "Suicide Boys Were Better in 2015." It's kind of 2015 is when they really popped off, and I mean, this is definitely a statement that's been made online by people saying they miss their old style.
Oh yeah.
This is kind of similar to what their old style was.
Yeah.
In a way.
I'm curious to hear this now.
Yeah. Track 11. Suicide Boys Were Better in 2015. And that is the track name. I'm not stating my opinion because I don't agree with that. I think they are at their best right now. Whew. Yeah, they had very dark, like piano and just relatively a lot darker music.
Yeah. Oh, this is so appealing to me, man.
Maybe they were better.
My emotions now coping while fucking dopeless. Let the dope hit breathing slowly. Look, maybe I'll show you hopeless. Waking up a trap, pop up from a man's nose deep in narcotics. Window shopping for my father's problems. Do you have some options? My heart out to my girl. I know that loving me's a challenge.
production is just
Yeah, it's
insane.
the spacing is what's really intriguing. Less is more in this. It's
Garbage what I'm spewing, sluggish how I'm moving. Dope is what I'm choosing. If you ask me how I'm doing, I got the night blacked out, lying on the bathroom floor. I ain't gon' back out, I ain't gon' lash out. I guarantee I'll have some more.
that.
Yeah.
At first they tryna avoid that thirst. I'm tryna enjoy that worst things about me. Just to lay down ain't the fact that I'm for your
Forgive me for saying so, Reverend, but God is a sick fuck.
Wow, Suicide Boys were better in 2015. Is the song?
Yeah, I thought you were making a bold statement after not hearing anything that they've done in 2015.
Hey, that was really, really fucking good.
Yeah, production is another phenomenal production track. Like I said, this whole record is kind of flawless front to back when it comes to the production.
Yeah.
and both of them brought their A game. So this is their 4th studio album. To me, I think it's their best. Like, you know, they have mixtapes and stuff that some people might prefer, but to me, this is their best, like, just cohesive project because it's short and everything hits, you know.
Yeah.
And like that's another track that it's just like it's short. It kind of it references the past, but they are still their current selves. It's a really cool track in general.
But I just wanted to say that, you know what? It's a real testament to the artist and the melodies that when you just have like 3 things happening, and it's like you have your piano piece, you have your heavy duty bass, and you have your drums going on, right? Mm-hmm. That you can really fill that space up and make it really interesting and appealing to the ear. Like it would be easily to just be like, oh my God, you need some more shit to fill in. But when that's the real essence of when you have it simple and you can keep the listener really captivated with only a few things happening. Yeah, that's what I find amazing. Like when somebody's doing a cappella or the guy with the chicken and the corn or whatever, right? Yeah. Just it one string and something really good. It's real talent, right?
Track number 12, Unlucky Me.
Its intro is SWV and Young Maraschino, like the cherry. Young cherry. Oh my God, this gives me like 80s. Yeah. 80s like really cool R&B. Like. It's interesting to hear. It's so interesting to start hearing things of all the stuff we listen to. I can hear Cuddy-isms in here.
Yeah.
I can hear stuff from that Brockhampton spinner.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a north side place, know the south side Joe exotic when I'm smoking. Backwood flaming, backwood claiming.
That was not. Yeah.
Praying motherfucker, lying motherfucker. Okay, up and spray a motherfucker. If they step in my business, need to pop me a pill before I finish these lyrics.
Is that him chewing on a pill?
Yeah, he's popping a pill.
Okay. Now I'm stunning like my daddy, swerving in a caddy. Sincerely signed suicide.
Like that, yeah.
That's cool, eh?
Hi, audience, God. Just called to tell y'all I love and miss y'all. Sending love and hugs, and maybe one day we can go bowling. Love, Granny.
That's awesome. I want to go for gumbo and roast.
And go bowling.
And go bowling with Grandma. Like, man, if I had that offer, I'd be on there like a dog on a meatball. I'd be fucking floom.
I love that track. I love the sound. Remind me about that when we finish the record and we're talking about things. Because you said it had like an 80s feel to
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But there's another song that I want to show you that's a scrim solo song. But we'll go to the final track, The Evil That Men Do. And this is to close off the record. Track number 13, The Evil That Men Do.
You asked me to help you.
Whenever I hear that, I think of
right there, dude.
Yeah.
It's cool that you attach all these different things when you're listening. Like you're
Well, it's
picking up
neat
on-
to it's neat to because it's
They might not be directly influenced, but like you're tying them together.
When I die, auction off all my body parts. Let's see what I be called. Son of my skull, the shawty's cross. She loves me now I ran out of
that's a toned down piano. Hear that?
Yeah.
Don't stand forever.
Well, fuck, bro. Can you just say bars because I thought I said it? Well, I mean, what? Somebody saying you lost touch.
Who the fuck said Louis done lost his touch? Call me if I green, your bitch never seemed like she lost touch. Begging me, she wants to jump up. Don't call withdraw my cash. Use a tongue to collect ash for the stash. I guess I'll smash. Bitch, I cheated there.
See, that was that. Some of that flow there.
Yeah.
The user tongue to collect ash remind me totally.
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Righteous type of shooter, make my life a short shooter. I think I know limits. I'm messed to be pimping and making the bitches say,
Wow, that was a good. That's
Yeah.
the finish.
Yeah, that's the end.
That was really really cool.
That was a cool way to end it. I love the interlude where he's like, "Bro, I got more shit to say." And
he
he's
said,
like, "I did my 8 bars.
I did my 8 bars already.
Just them goofing around in the
Yeah.
studio." But yeah, that's your first introduction to Suicide Boys.
That is a returner for me. I got to listen to it right from beginning to end.
Yeah, it's great listening without pausing and chatting. And you know, the fact that you did like them makes me excited because I'd like to cover another one of the records at some point, especially the new one. I'm very curious to see what sound they go in, like direction wise.
Go back to 2015, or do they go to 2027?
They do tend to, 2093.
2093.
They tend to change their style pretty often, so it is really cool seeing how they evolve. I had fun listening to this. Did you have fun?
I had lots of fun, and I learned a lot of things in my ear today.
And I hope you guys had fun. If you are a fan of Suicide Boys and you've been waiting for us to cover them for a while, my apologies for taking so long. There's just so many albums that we'd like to cover, but I'm glad we finally got to it today. It's like the stars aligned with their new album announcement, Scrim, his solo project,
Yep.
and our interview and talking about Suicide Boys,
yep.
and all that.
And they're
kinda-
following, and they're huge following.
yeah,
Yeah,
and all that coming together was like the sign of me like, okay, we should probably do it now. Because I'm probably going to listen to some more Scrim later today when I'm driving. I'll put on Lonely Boy. So hope you guys had fun. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.